coming, so they say. I'm a new kid on the block, but they try to steal. I got skills with the rock.
And you be Austin like Steve Austin. Steady Fawcett, we cash her from hitting mash burn.
On the break, you want me to take it? He's took with a left, right, he should look.
More steals than Ricky Hill from the Pac-10.
I ain't new to this, I give assists like a high school tutor. But who the hell said being a kid was easy? But ain't nothing going on but cash and me ballin'. But I guess they all is cause they hear a brother fallin'. Don't sweat it, everything's gonna be alright. Let's go back a few years to be exact. High school, the fools didn't know how to act. The St. Joe's, the host treated me different. But I was good on the dribble like an infant. And it went all down the corner plan. And you see Berkeley, I was the man. Every week, my name in the Campanelli. J Kid, kicking ass like Jim Kelly.
And y'all more chicks think Kentucky fried. The ones who say they didn't want to.
Well, they lied. And if you
Yeah, the
lied,
Mavs get an embarrassing win over the Utah Jazz. I mean, it was you get alive tonight up there in over here in Deep Town tonight, Henry.
Yeah, man.
Mark Hollowell couldn't even keep it together. He was
Yeah, man.
over there.
Yeah, man. Farwell ain't never seen nothing like that before. His whole Dallas Maverick play calling live, seen all of them dunks, man. He sounded like he was at an Ice Cube Big 3 game.
Live County was opening, but we got prime real estate up in Live County tonight. Kyrie got a live. Junior got a live. Luka tried to get a live.
Yeah, his tire blew out. We talked about this last couple games, man. This is the new Live County because they just lobbing on everybody, man. It don't really make a difference, man. But yeah, big time win for the Dallas Mavericks, 113-97. Got some very clue statistics for you, Walt.
And go ahead, real quick. Go ahead.
Yeah, the Dallas Mavericks. The Dallas Mavericks are 23-5 against teams under 500 this season. You know what their record was last season against teams under 500?
Pierre say Luka tossed me a lob tonight too.
You know what? Walt. The Dallas Mavericks last season against teams under 500 were 15-16. So they are beating the teams that's supposed to beat the 23-5. And got another one coming against these same Jazz in Utah. So, but big win for the Mavs. Big win for the Mavs. We love it. And now they're 6th in the West.
And joining us from the hotel room where he's apparently been drinking and having a good night. I feel like this is the most appropriate music.
Is this Marion Barry? Is this Marion Barry? Live from Washington, D.C.
What he got going on over there?
Live from Washington, we got the great Marion Barry. This is the first. This is the first from bFb.
On Twitter.
We got a lot of questions to ask, Marion. Marion, are you there?
Oh yeah, man. Hanging out.
Mr. Barry, are you there?
Yeah, hold on. I can help him out real quick. Let me crank his mic up a little bit. There we go. Now we can hear you, Tovash.
You got me loud and clear?
Yeah, we got you loud and clear now.
Oh, okay. I'm just hanging out up here in the Capitol. Doing some daddy-daughter mama thing up here at Howard University, man, and then just like having a good time, enjoying the scenery up here in Chocolate City, enjoying the bathroom, and also enjoying the music. And the Wizards is the Mavericks' favorite tonight, and so the Mavericks winning their game thus actually helps propel the Mavericks play. Now we're sixth in the West, 7th in the West. Sixth seed in the West. We're out the playoffs, and we're looking up at the next opponent. Hopefully, not the next opponent, but the next team on the in the standings, and that would be New Orleans. We'll find out. We'll see.
Pierre says, "Hey, Walt got on Coach Kid glasses tonight."
Oh yeah, he did. That's his idol right there. That's Coach Kid's idol. You wear those glasses, especially for Coach Kid. But yeah, Mavs get a big win. Now they'll have a few days off. They don't play till Monday against these same Utah Jazz, but it'll be up in Utah. No excuses. You got to go get that dub.
Yeah, man. I guess at this point, I mean, why not just get into the stats and the facts? I can't wait to hear this. You know, the Mavs set a record tonight. They set a record, then they set a record, then they broke the record with all those dunks tonight.
Yeah, the Mavs previous record was 16 dunks, and they broke it by 2. They had 18 dunks tonight. So good for the Mavs, man. They were dunking all on the Utah Jazz head. All right.
Follow us together on the broadcast at these all the
my father was, I ain't never seen him this boy. I mean, that boy was excited. Actually, my father told Derrick Jones, they actually do this in basketball.
I've never seen basketball like this before.
I seen this at 12 o'clock on ESPN for and one mixtape. Anyway.
Never from the Mavs.
Let's get to the stats and facts. Brought to you by us. The Mavericks shoot 50% from the field. Half of that was dunks. Most of that was dunks. The Utah Jazz shot 46%. Yeah, still. The Mavericks were 10 out of 32 from 3 for 31%. Not great, but the Utah Jazz were worse. They were 4 out of 30 for 13%. The Mavericks were 17 out of 28. It's not good enough. It was 61%. Luckily, the Utah Jazz stink. But the Utah Jazz was 17 out of 19 for 90%. Rebounds, 43 to 38 in favor of the Mavs. Offensive rebounds also in favor of the Mavs, 11 to 5. Assists in favor of the Mavs. All those lobs, 33 to 29. Also, the Mavs had 12 steals to the Utah Jazz 6. Blocks were 3 apiece. The Utah Jazz had 18 turnovers. The Mavs capitalized off that with 19 points. The Mavs had 13 turnovers. Utah capitalized with 14 points. Fast break points, heavily edged Mavs, 27 to 7. And points in the paint, Mavericks had the edge there, 62 to 60. Let's get to the box score, if you will. For the Utah Jazz, Lauri Markkanen played 36 minutes tonight. He had 21 points, but he was a minus 19 when he was on the floor. Taylor Hendricks, the rookie for the Utah Jazz, in 28 minutes, he had 5 points. He was a minus 7. Had 2 rebounds and a steal. Walker Kessler was a minus 17 in his 27 minutes on the floor. He had 14 points. He had 9 rebounds, 2 assists. Chris Dunn, he had in 20 minutes, he was at plus 10. He had 4 points, had 5 assists, 4 boards. Keontae George, Baylor standout. In 33 minutes, he had 18 points. He was a minus 9. He had 5 assists and 2 boards. And then we get down to the G Leaguers. Sensabaugh in 20 minutes, he had 3 points. He was a minus 5. He had 5 assists and 8 rebounds though. Your Steven, in 21 minutes, he was a minus 9. He had 10 points. He had 2 assists, 5 boards. Some dude named Potter, 7 minutes. He had 2 points. He was a minus 6. Colin Sexton, 34 minutes. He was a minus 21, but he had 20 points. He had 5 assists and 4 boards. Lewis Jr., 7 minutes. He had just 3 assists. Some dude named Kinsley didn't create a stat. And a guy named Juzang, he just had 8 minutes, no points. He was a minus 7. For the Mavs, P.J. Washington, 33 minutes. He had 6 points. Probably all of those were dunked. They certainly won threes. He didn't make one again. He was a plus 9 though. He had 2 blocks and 2 steals. Had assists. Had 5 boards. Did twist his ankle a little bit late in the game. Hopefully we'll get word on that from Coach Kidd. Derrick Jones Jr., 24 minutes. He had 12 points. Most of those were dunks also. He was a plus 21. He had 2 steals, 5 boards in the game. Gafford, he was the man tonight. He was 10 out of 11 from the field in 27 minutes. Ended up with 24 points. He was a plus 25. He had a steal, had 5 assists and 7 boards in this game. Kyrie Irving, 35 minutes. He was a plus 37. He had 16 points. Had 7 assists, 5 rebounds. Seemed to be enjoying himself on the bench right there, looking at all those dunks. Even had a lob from Luka of his own for a dunk. Speaking of lob, Luka was serving him up, but he couldn't deliver when he was his turn. But still, he had 35 minutes. He had 34 points. He was a -3, probably because that missed lob dunk he tried to make. He had 4 steals though. He had 8 assists and had 9 boards, almost a triple dunk, but just a 2 assists shy and 1 rebound short of that. Maxi Kleber, 18 minutes. He was a plus 15, had 7 points. He had 3 steals, 2 assists, and 2 boards in the game. Tim Hardaway Jr., 17 minutes. He didn't give you a damn thing. He didn't give you no dunks, didn't give you no threes, didn't nothing. He was a -5.
My God.
Well, he had 1 board though. He did have 1 rebound. Derek Lively, 15 minutes. He was a -17. He only had 6 points. He had 5 boards and an assist. Dante Exum, 15 minutes. He was a -8. Didn't have a point, but he did have 2 assists and 2 boards in this game. Jaden Hardy, 17 minutes. He's a +6. He had 6 points, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And AJ Lawson came in and had 2 points. Dwight Powell also made an appearance. He had a minute, and Omex Proctor had a minute in just up and down, game over, part of the game. And that does it for me, guys. That's your stats and facts of the night, brought to you by myself, and I. Also myself, Walt Chisholm, and Tobar. Back to you, Walt Chisholm.
Yeah, what an interesting.
It's just me, myself, and I. Is these the highlights?
Yeah, these are the highlights.
It was a lot of live. You should call this the live lights. It was a lot of live dunks in this one, baby. As we kick it off, the Mavs were playing around their food early in the game, man. I don't know what was going on there. They were down 8-1 before you could sit down and pass gas. I mean, good grief. I thought, well, here we go. Mavs playing around with the food. They did most of the first half, but was able to get a little bit of separation before halftime, and it kind of snowballed for there in the Mavs' favor. That's Chris Dunn. He's sorry as hell. Made that basket though. He's still sorry as hell. What is this? His 15th team he's been on in the league?
Damn.
Oh, that's a dunk. He's showing 1 of 3. You know he can't shoot those. That's Luka with the lob dunk. Hey, that's the theme here with lobs right here. There's a big theme.
Damn, how open is he? Golly.
Yeah. Utah ain't playing that much defense, man. 1, 2, 3 Cancun. That's what they all about right now.
There goes that bull, Colin Sexton.
Yeah, Colin
Not
Sexton.
doing that this year.
Colin Sexton sitting up there shaking his head, man. I made that bomb ass
Colin
mix.
Sexton had to step in and break up and Luka and
Colin Sexton, I made that bomb ass mixtape in high school just to sit up here in my career just swung with the Cleveland Cavaliers and Utah Jazz.
No, not the mixtape. Not the mixtape. Come on, man.
That's all he got. Look, Tomas ain't lying. If you look at him, he peaked in high school, man. If you look at his NBA career, he peaked in high school.
Who we talking about?
It's been all downhill. It's been all downhill from there. So he got the league. He went downhill.
What? It wasn't Cleveland.
Woo, boy.
Oh, okay. It's great. Hardy with the put up. Oh, there's one lob. Oh, Lob County. I'm not
Basically,
only the client, I'm the president.
Basically, all of Daniel Gafford's baskets were dunked.
Oh, Maxie with a 3.
Maxie, by the time
Maxie
you looked
with
at
a
the
3, bro.
Maxie
I love how they
back.
rotate the rim.
Kyrie.
There's gonna be a lot of mid-range game if the Mavericks keep continue to do that, and teams keep respecting Luka's mid-range game and Kyrie's mid-range game. Oh, there goes an oop. Like they can deceive you in a number of ways, like in the paint right there. I love it.
Keontae George with his little lob. Oh, that's another dunk.
Too loud.
That's a theme here. It was 18 of them tonight.
Did the Mavericks get any technical fouls today?
Yeah.
No.
We thought they
didn't get nothing.
did after that Kyrie.
They were going to throw a tech on Kyrie for, like they said, hang on the rim. I said, he ain't hang on the rim, fool.
If I'm Kyrie on that live from Luka, I'm still hanging on the rim in the post game. I'm still there, just dangling.
Oh,
I'll be the last person. I'll be the last person off the court. Even when they turn the lights out of the AAC, I'm still on the rim in my jersey if I'm Kyrie.
Let's not go too hard there.
Yeah, boy.
Step back Jack is in the AAC, right?
Well, as we look at these highlights right here, I'm looking at the Kentucky highlights. Seeing them
Yeah,
Kentucky
don't look at those.
Them Kentucky fans shaking their head. John Calipari, that's the last suit. That's the last suit he ever wore in Kentucky and on the Kentucky side bench right there. That man will be fired tomorrow.
Cobb County. He should be. Well, I shouldn't say that. I should.
That man done had all them them number 1 overall first round picks. Only got one.
We got the ball. Okay.
That's another dunk.
Rip and a dunk. Okay, here we
go.
Right here.
Get the floor burn.
Where did Junior get this from? Where did Junior get that from?
That's another dunk. That's another
Where
dunk.
did Junior? Hold on, we got to see that again. That dunk was good. We got to see. I got to see that again. Where did Junior get that from?
That's another dunk.
Let's see.
I got to see that again. I got to see where Junior when he got that from.
Well, that's good because we don't going to see the Kyrie one once, right? Because he did all this on this one. Oh!
One of the best finishers in the game.
Step you hero. That's Luka. Luka had what he had 38, his average 34.
Oh,
that's another dunk.
Boy, what's that? Yeah.
That's another dunk.
Oh, here we go.
Here goes live.
Go get that Kyrie. Go
that's
get that
Kyrie with another dunk.
Spryery.
That's the theme here.
Spryery, okay.
Yeah, Kyrie said my knees ain't hurt. He said in the post game last game, I said my knees ain't damaged. I can go up and get it.
Yeah, he was counting his dunks in the post game show, in the post game interview the other night when we had him on.
That's Luka.
Oh, okay. Large mark.
Yeah, he just threw that garbage up there.
Yeah, it's a strong ass move though.
Oh, I thought Max was getting ready to get one. Lively, too.
That's another dunk.
Yep. Don't fall.
I think we're finna see another dunk. That's another one.
It did. Gafford.
Yeah, it was like this in the second half.
Here's another one.
Bam.
These are all back to back too. These are not the same. These are within the same span of each other. Here's another one.
Another dunk. It became an and one tape right here.
The Mavs play well in the black jersey too. To see. I wonder what their
Trinity River
black jerseys.
Yeah, well, just as long as they don't play
River
just as long as they don't play the Memphis Grizzlies with them black jerseys. They played them twice with them black jerseys, lost both. So long as they play Memphis Grizzlies at home with them black jerseys.
Come on, man. It's supposed to represent the Trinity River.
Yeah. Hey, the Memphis Grizzlies see them black jerseys, they start singing this old song, Holiday.
He said the Trinity River jerseys.
Yeah, they got the Trinity River.
That's what they call it. The Trinity River Blues Blacks.
Yeah. I said that water at the Trinity River about as black as some jerseys down there at the Trinity River.
The logo should be the outline of a dead body then.
Yep.
You ain't never lied.
You might can find one over there.
You might find one right now. You go look on them.
That's the man. That is the man over. Yeah, let's see. Do we got any interviews? Oh, we've got Coach Kidd.
Oh, he's there. He got glasses on.
Yeah.
I thought they may have popped off. You seen all them dunks.
Capazzo say John Calipari is entered the transfer portal.
He might as well because everybody else going to enter the transfer portal.
Do that.
Tonight was a bad night for Kentucky basketball.
So you mean to tell me Calipari got all the first round over our draft? He got one championship. He got one championship.
It's a very bad look for them.
In fact, I got some for everybody in Kentucky to drown y'all sorrows in before you go to Coach Kidd. A little bit of that will make the whole transfer portal better while we do that.
God dog, man, you still flying?
All right, let's go to Coach Kidd real quick and hear what he has to say about tonight's amazing victory. As I am wearing the Coach Kidd glasses, as Pierre said. Screw you, Pierre.
There in the second half, Jason, what were you guys doing out there in order to get that close to the rim?
Yeah, I think just the penetration of just talking about, the ball touching the paint, something that we've been, talking from, training camp. And I thought guys were able to find, each other, being very unselfish tonight. And the bigs took advantage of that, including our stretch four, Kai, with the lob. So just understanding that, again, making the extra pass tonight, I thought it was Timmy turned down a three to get, someone else, Maxey, a corner three. He turns that down and drives it and tries to find a guy, a teammate. So a lot of great things tonight that we can build on. Our defense, again, was really good.
Jason, you guys going back to the summer really made a priority to add athleticism around Luka and Kyrie, obviously, again, at the trade deadline. How do you think the athleticism is changed? I don't know if personality of the team's the right way to put it, but, just kind of changes team's dynamic.
Yeah, I think when you look at just the past teams, that we weren't super athletic. We weren't going to win the dunk contest in the warm-up line. So I think now we can compete in the layup line. We can also do trick shots in the layup line. We don't have to use our hands. We can use our feet. But when you look at Gafford and D-Live, even Omax, we got, athletic, quick in the summer. And then in the trade deadline, we added Gaff and PJ and got even better. And then understanding the character of the guys are great. That locker room is incredible. They all cheer for one another. You can see that at the end of the game when Hardy had the ball, he got it to AJ. He's cheering for him to score. And that's the chemistry and the trust and building a team, as the season goes on. So we're athletic, yes, but also we're a team that enjoys playing with one another.
Coach, it's funny, we talked about, point guards earlier. Then Gafford goes out and kind of steals the show in the paint. Just kind of assess his performance tonight.
Yeah, it was like one of those Wilt nights, 10 for 11. I'm trying to figure out which shot he missed. I don't know which one they credited him for a miss. That's tough at home. But I think, again, that's what he brings. The quarterbacks love finding him. He has great hands. His ability to finish in traffic is something that we haven't had. And so, again, I think he's back on that streak in finishing, but just dominating the paint on both ends. I thought we did a really good job of rebounding the ball, not giving them second or third opportunities tonight.
You talked about Tim passing up a three to pass to his teammate. How much was emphasis of that to get that higher percentage shot?
Yeah, we're always trying to get the best shot. And when you look at Timmy could have easily shot that and no one would have said anything because we all trust Timmy when he has the ball. And getting the look that Timmy had, he was wide open. He turned it down. And I just think that as we go forward here, when games become even more important and possessions become better, looked upon, we got to be able to pass up one to get a better one. And I thought you saw that tonight, but you've seen that here in the last couple of weeks. Guys are being very unselfish, and it's really fun to watch and be a part of.
How reminiscent of it is it of like when you played like with Vince Carter or somebody else who could get to the rim?
Yeah, when you have talent, it's it's always easy to say that you're supposed to win, but you have to put the talent together, and it has to trust one another. And you can see that in a season. Sometimes we want it to happen overnight, but as it's March and we're playing on both sides of the ball, we're not shooting the three as well as we would like, but we're still getting wide open looks. Guys are still taking them. But it's just, I guess that, everybody's trust, the chemistry we built. Now it's about being tested, and we got a great road, trip ahead to be tested, and we'll see how we respond. But a lot of good things again tonight. Hardy, I thought, played incredible for us off the bench, and yes, he should get more minutes, but there's only 48 minutes, and there's a couple guys in front, so I would like the public to be patient. His teammates all know that he can play. And again, I think he's been great in the time that he's playing. And you never know with injuries. You got to be ready. He's been ready. So, but again, the team is playing at a high level before we go out on this road trip.
Describe that play when Luka dove at midcourt and threw the ball over his shoulder, and Kyrie got it and lobbed it up for a dunk.
Yeah, the Luka, I think, is showing how important each possession is defensively. He's getting steals. He had 4 steals. To be able to get on the floor this time of the year, it just shows how much he cares. Again, your leaders have to demonstrate by doing the little things, and for him to get on the floor, and then to be able to come up and, he's strong enough to throw the over-the-shoulder pass to Kai, and then Kai throws a lob. Again, just the unselfishness, as Tim brought up, being athletic. We can do different things now. We just don't have to shoot layups or get tricky with the layup. We can now we can dunk.
Coach Kidd, it looked like PJ kind of got banged up at the end of the game. Do you have an update on what happened there?
Yeah, I think he stepped on someone's foot, but there's no update. We'll have an update for you guys tomorrow.
Okay, Kendrick. Anything you got to say about what anything against what Coach Kidd said there? Listen, the main thing he said that I want to touch on is what he said about being patient. Like he said, everybody was getting on my nerves last week. I turned on the radio and it's
why don't you just let it out? You asked me, or do I have any comments?
It just got on my nerves every time. It's like Tovar said the other day. If you want Coach Kidd fired, it's because you didn't want Coach Kidd here to begin with. I mean, every time something goes wrong with this team is fire Coach Kidd. We need a new coach.
I love you, Coach Bowles.
Firing your coach and bringing in a new coach doesn't take you to the finals the next year. It doesn't. So
love you, Coach Bowles.
What happens is a lot of people there in Texas, especially. Dallas. You holier than thou people. Y'all get caught up in the politics and also the religion of the situation. In fact, I mean, we already know the history of what Jay Kidd has done to the Dallas Mavericks program in the past and what he's done even today. I mean, from Rookie of the Year with Grant Hill to winning the championship to off the court stuff with his ex-wife, and then to now being the head coach. We already know what agenda you guys are on, and stop it. You got to just stop it. I mean, the Mavericks are going to go with Luka and Kyrie and what's on the floor. Jason Kidd cannot be blamed for every single damn thing. Y'all did the same thing with Rick Carlisle. So enough is enough. If you say, hey, Mark Cuban, we won a championship, then let's blame Mark Cuban, his 29%. And then, of course, the Adelsons. Stop blaming Jason Kidd for every damn single thing, bro. Because Jason Kidd also got you to the West Finals a couple of years ago, and the AAC was rocking. His first year as the head coach, yeah. and the AAC was rocking. So I don't want to hear fire Jason Kidd 2 years into this. Yeah,
you got your little shop change 25%.
You'll be shaming.
Yeah, we lost.
Shame
We
yourself,
lost.
right?
We lost.
On that.
Well, no, I was gonna say we lost Jalen Brunson, but that's not Coach Kidd's fault. He has to play, he has to pretty much coach the guys on the court right now. So, Maverick fans, if you hate Jason Kidd, that's on you. He's telling you right now, don't hate me because hey, we're about to start winning, and you got to keep up with everything that's going on. I'm tired of I like even Walt Kendrick and everybody listening at home. The bar I go to. Sometimes doing the pre and post and halftime show, in the A17 in Burlington, I hear a lot of people, it's always Coach Kidd fault when they lose. Not all the time. Sometimes you got Luka Doncic out there fucking around. Sometimes you got to miss shots. Sometimes you get outplayed by another team, and all of a sudden now the Mavericks just got beat tonight. It's not always coaching.
How everybody's a lineup coach all of a sudden. Everybody knows about lineups when the Mavericks lose. Oh, this lineup doesn't work. He shouldn't have had this person in. And it's like he already told you we're trying different lineups to see what goes where.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a place of healing right now. It's a place of growth.
I wish you guys nothing but best. The ceiling is the roof.
I love you, Coach Bowles. You will always be number one in my heart.
You need to stop. You need to stop with that. But Vosh, big shout out to the Dallas Mavericks right now as they have moved to number 2.
And depending on that Ingram injury, they got shot at 5.
Hell, they got a shot at the 4. It looks like.
We don't know what the Clippers doing. Pete. Playoff P seem to be thinking something wrong up there in Clipper land. So he up there having team meetings.
And again, barring injury, man, who knows? Like MJ just said, man, with this team right now, man, the ceiling is the roof when it comes to climbing that ladder.
Yeah, man, I wish the Mavs nothing but best.
Well, with
I think he was drunk, bro. He had to be drunk. Poor MJ.
With the Pelicans,
that joke of missing vowels and pronouns.
It's looking that way. With Brandon Ingram going down.
Yeah.
Now.
Brett, but you still got a healthy Zion who's playing out of his mind right now. And then, of course, CJ McCollum going to be CJ McCollum. And then their bench and their little point guard, Alvarado, whatever his name is. He's still a little scrappy dude. So, yeah.
Some dude about to put them hands on him.
The Pelicans still
have a dimmer on it.
Say it again?
Yeah, but
they have a dimmer on it.
Yeah, but this the problem.
This light?
Yeah, does it have a dimmer on it? My God.
Let me see. Let's try to make this thing romantic up in here. Hold on. Look at that. Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah. Where's Don Cornelius? Where's Don Cornelius when you need him?
Man, is that an angel in your room or something?
Hell yeah, it's an angel in my room.
So what's that?
Let's do it like this.
Got them. He got them strobe lights making porno movies. Little flashlights.
Isn't this room awesome though? But like, look at this. This is amazing, dude. Like, this is crazy.
Man, and like a bunch of stuff you better not tip over because it costs a lot.
This is awesome, bro. Like,
your truck behind man bumping on them bases. You paying for them.
Yeah, you see a lot of this, don't you? You see a lot of this going on.
Hold on. Hey, you got paper towels, man. You got that fancy stuff. You got some regular ass
Yeah. You gotta use paper towels at some point, bro.
That joke from the hood, boy. He got them.
I am from the hood. We gotta use paper towels, bro. Paper towels. Look. Plastic. Self-ordered microwave. You know how we do it, man. That's how we do it around here.
He black. You got that big ass roll of paper towel.
Everybody look at that microwave again. We can look at that microwave again.
Woo!
And then you got the alcohol next to it.
Got the Tito's. That's for the daytime. And you got the Maker's Mark.
Got the paper
For all
towels,
the Kentucky fans.
and the plastic clear cups. I'm surprised you had a styrofoam cups in there for some white paper stuff.
I got the leftover spread from Joe's that I'm working on. Yeah, man.
It really look like you're in an Airbnb.
Is that chicken wings
All right.
in there?
No, this is onion potatoes, Brussels sprout, some what is it? Broccolini. I got a steak in one, and I got chicken in the other.
Oh man, yeah, we know
And then this one right here.
Black folks
Well,
take
yeah,
a lot of
listen.
time now had their chicken.
Look up this restaurant, y'all. Trust me, you will love it. I'm telling you right now.
Look how fast that restaurant is. They got the chicken in it.
Eat at Joe's in DC, Vegas, and Chicago.
That joker
Sounds
got
like
chicken,
a
steak, and paper towel.
romantic getaway type meal.
Yeah, you'll love it, bro. Trust me.
All right. Real quick, going back to the standings here.
That music was funny.
Going back to the standings here, as Vox was saying, 4 may not be out of reach, and two broke might be right. We might kick in 4, but I think we still need the Clippers to start losing a couple games to get up there. But with the Pelicans going down Brandon Ingram, we could get to 5.
Yeah, but the thing about the Pelicans is it's now because Brandon Ingram was the closer. Now, I know CJ McCollum, he can hit big shots, but it's the reason why they put the ball in Dame's hands and not in his.
Dame?
But I'm talking about it was in Portland.
He's talking about when they were in Portland.
That's the reason why they put the ball in Dame's hand, not in his. So now that forces Zion to basically have the ball more in his hands at closing time, and we always say if you can't shoot free throws or shoot the ball, with some kind of consistency, and he's not a jump shooter, then they're gonna play him for his jump shot late in games. He's not gonna be able to power off in there, especially against good teams, and get what he wants, especially when games are close, because they always had that closer in Brandon Ingram, so it's gonna be tough on him. I think it's gonna be tough on him. That's a big loss for the Pels. As for the Clippers, they're going through some things, man. Walt was right. They got Westbrook. His hand is hurt. What he had broke? Hands broke.
Yeah, he broke it.
Yeah, man. I don't see why he can't play. Ain't like he had a jump shot to begin with. So,
Come on, man,
anyway,
one of the best point guards.
I mean, he ain't got a jump shot. So what is it? I mean, what is keeping about? He couldn't shoot before.
His hand might be broke, but his ribs.
Only thing I think first, man, make sure them ribs is right.
Yeah, man.
Damn, every single time I see that, bro, he should put the ribs back on the fire, dude.
But the Mavs
burned down, Vosh. That's why he had to run back in there and get the ribs because the apartment got on fire. That's why it looked like that.
Just leave. Hey, next time your house catch on fire, just leave the ribs in there.
You had to get the kids. He said he had to run in there. He said he had to run in there and get his kids out.
Come on, man. Man, ribs. Hold on, man. Ribs are cheap, man. You gonna die for some ribs? Ribs are cheap, man.
He was hungry. He had to get up and make some ribs.
Smoke inhalation and ribs.
Ribs on sale right now, man. You got to die for those ribs.
Only thing I think first, man, make sure them ribs is right.
The ribs ain't even falling out the bone, bro. They just stand there. Ribs just shivering right there on that fork.
Ribs still got that white fat on it. Ribs got that white fat on it. Hey, Tomas. He got to take it to somebody else's house to fish up the ribs, man.
He gonna go from one house to his auntie house just to put them bitches back in the oven.
You gotta take that somebody else's house. He fish cooking the ribs.
Only thing I think first, man, make sure them ribs is right.
Look at the ribs, bro.
My ribs ain't right.
Lord,
man.
Lord
ribs
forgive
ain't
us. We don't know. We don't know what a good
My
rib
ribs
is.
ain't done, man. Don't do that. But yeah.
Them little dog ribs.
But
I wouldn't give my dog them ribs.
Them dog would probably die if they try to eat the ribs. Them as small as them dogs is.
my dogs will laugh at them ribs.
Hold on, let me finish my point. Let me finish my point, please.
Go ahead.
As far as the Clippers, for that to happen, the Mavs got to do a whole lot of winning, and the Clippers got to do a whole lot of winning. I'm talking about Mavericks need to go on at least another 7-game win streak to try to see if they
6 to 8, yeah.
See if because they only got like 13 games left, so they got to go on like a 7-game, 6 to 8 game win streak to see if that can happen. So
at least until you face Sacramento again.
Well, they got Sacramento after what? The Jazz?
After Utah.
Yeah. So that pretty much be for the 6th spot right there. That'll be pretty much for the 6th spot.
And then if the Clippers lose one more, then now we're talking. Now it's going to be interesting.
They ask if they lose one more.
So hey, Walt, do me a favor, real quick. Can you look up the Clippers schedule, just to see when their games are, not who they play, but pretty much when they play.
Okay, let's look it up.
No, we can't multitask. We can do chew gum and walk at the same time, too, bro.
Yeah, I'm a guy and I'm left-handed. I can't even think.
You too, man.
And chew gum at the same
time. Hey, man, it's my
time.
brother, man. I'm left-handed too, man. That's all left-handed people.
Shout out to the Southpaws.
Yeah, you mean Obama, man. You run your thing.
Bart Simpson, Eminem, and Jay-Z.
Don't put him in this. Don't put him in this.
There you go. Screw them right-handed people. Okay, let's get
All right, here we go. I got him up I'll put it up on the screen here.
The Clippers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got the Trailblazers tomorrow. So
that's a win.
Well, hold on. That's in the Motor Center. You know, Walt.
Oh, yeah.
You just don't walk in the Motor Center and think you'll come out with a win, man. I'm just saying.
So they got Blazers, Sixers, Blazers. That's what I've seen.
Yeah, they got Blazers, Sixers, Pacers.
Oh. Okay.
So they played the Blazers yesterday. They got the Blazers tomorrow.
And then they got the Sixers
on Sunday.
On Sunday, that's a 2:30 game, and then they got the Pacers on Monday. It's a 9:30. So that'll be up in Cali. Then they're at the 76ers again. But there's no Joel Embiid, so take that for what he will.
I see a loss coming. I see a loss or two coming.
At Orlando, they'll dog walk Charlotte. Unless my man Grant Williams cheap shot somebody.
At the end of this season.
I don't know. Grant Williams might give him something.
Then
look out.
Now I tell you what, they got a 3-game. They got Tobias. They got a 3-game set from Sunday, the 31st through April 4th, where they're at. Hold on. They're from the 2nd through the 5th, where they're at Sacramento and then home against Denver and then Cleveland, and then at Phoenix and then at home against Phoenix.
I see a few losses in that whole thing.
The end of their schedule tails off to be pretty tough.
Versus the Mavericks, versus the Mavericks having like the third best, easiest schedule in the league right now.
I'm trying to look at the Pelicans, see what they are.
Okay, let's take a look at the Pelicans.
You got the Pelicans.
All right, here's the Pelicans.
But guys, this wouldn't have mattered if the Mavericks would have beat the Cavaliers both times they played, still losing, and would have beat the Memphis Grizzlies, losing both games at home. They wouldn't even have to worry about this.
Just gotta let that go.
They'd be locked in the right now.
The Pelicans lost to the Magic today. They've got the Heat.
Damn shame.
That could
They
be a
got
tough.
the
Is that in Miami?
That is in Miami. They play the Pistons in Detroit.
Oh, that's a dub.
They come home to play the Thunder.
Oh yeah, Thunder, Bucks, Celtics. Oh yeah, you can catch them. Thunder.
Thunder
and
the Suns.
Then the Suns. Then Orlando. Then you got San Antonio. Then at Phoenix again, and then finish up with Portland. At Sacramento, at Golden State, Lakers. Oh yeah, there's a lot of L's coming for especially with Brandon Ingram out. There's a lot of L's coming out.
Play down to the wire too.
So there's opportunity to catch and pass. I mean we already catch and pass the Pelicans. So that's a hell of an East Coast road trip they got. I mean that's a hell of a trip they got. Thunder, Bucks, Celtics, and Suns. They're all at home, but that's a hell of a home stand you're going to be in. And Magic after that.
A lot of things can happen actually.
So that's a home stand, but that's a tough ass home stand. You talk from the 26th through the 3rd, you playing nothing but way above 500 teams. So.
All right, we've got June at the podium. Oh, he kept it short and sweet tonight. Didn't have a whole lot to say for his 2-minute interview. Okay, let's listen to Junior here and hear what he had to say after an amazing dunk that he put out there tonight.
Derrick, the dunks were obviously going pretty crazy tonight. What role do you think just dominating in the paint can play heading into the playoffs moving forward?
I mean, a big role. As much as we get in the paint and we finish in the paint, they got to leave a three open a little bit, and they got to sink in, and that's when the shooters knock it down.
What grade would you give Kyrie on the lob?
Grade?
Yeah.
Like you talking about like 1 through 10?
Dunk contest judge.
What? I give him a 50. I give him a 50 for sure.
Describe that play, Derrick, when Luka dove at midcourt and threw it over his shoulder to Kyrie, and then Kyrie lobbed it up to you and you dunked it.
I mean, it's a great hustle play by Luka, getting on the floor, putting his body on the line and get the ball, get another play for us. And I mean, I told Kai in the beginning of the season, whenever he's on a fast break, I'm trailing him all the time. And either you go lay the ball up and you make your layup, or if you miss, I'm right there to follow you up, or you throw the ball up in the air and I go get it. So, I mean, we already got that connection going on. So, I mean, it's all good.
Derrick, the month of March has been one of your better shooting months, but also you've been getting to the rack a bunch more. How much does you attacking closeouts and getting to the rim add to your offensive game?
A lot. I mean, if they're going to run at me and let me just draw the ball, then I'm not going to turn it down. Get to the line, make my layups, make my free throws. But they don't close out, and I'm going to shoot the ball. Like I've been saying all season, it's a simple game, and I'm going to just keep it simple for me.
18 dunks is like a decades-long record. How did it feel having the chemistry clip on cylinders like that?
Good. I mean, we just got to keep it going like that. I mean, for how many ever games we got left, we just got to keep it going and finish out strong. I mean, we all know what we fighting for, so you got to keep going for it.
You know you guys moved into 6th place tonight, right?
You said what?
In the 6th place in the Western Conference.
We got to keep it and try to get down to 5, try to get down to 4. I mean, that's my mindset. My mindset is always trying to get, one up, get better every day, and that's just what we're trying to do.
That's right, Kendrick. My second favorite Mav on this team is Derrick Jones Jr. I want him around here for the long haul. Definitely a big fan of this guy on this Mavs roster.
That'd be nice, but I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna get throw him a bag next season.
Yeah, it's gonna be us. We need to throw him a bag.
He's playing way above any kind of contract. I believe that I think the Mavs better throw at him. We got another upset alert.
Oh.
Washington State embarrassing themselves right now, losing to a team named Drake. And I don't mean the rapper. Anybody knows where Drake is in the continent? Please let me know. Where the University of Drake is.
And it's looking like Texas Tech is about to lose to NC State. Bunch of bums. EA got a nerve.
Guns up.
Yeah, EA. Yeah, EA. ACC all day, EA. Screw you, sir.
Guns up.
I will say that Drake, let's see. Because I had a few friends talk about Drake when I was in high school. I want to say that Drake is in the lower half of the region, lower half of America. Drake will probably be like either, I'm going to say Oklahoma, Illinois, or like not Ohio. It's not that high up. Drake. Ohio, what I say? Ohio, Oklahoma, Illinois. Drake.
Washington State should be shaming themselves. No wonder rest of them pack 10 teams leaving their ass for the big team.
But I bet you nobody watching it.
No one ain't leaving Washington State by themselves. They ain't got to come.
Plus, nobody can't find True TV. So I think right now Washington State is like, I think right now Washington State is like, whoo, nobody watching this shit. We good.
Yeah, man, I'm happy. I like the confidence by Junior. Hey man, listen, if you believe it, go out there and go get it. But you can't drop games like this. You got a game, like I said, you got a game against Utah on Monday. You got to go up there and win that one. And then we didn't look at the Mavs schedule.
Sure.
Sure.
I kind of know that one off the top of my head. What is this? What's today? Today would be Thursday. So you had Utah. You had Utah here. Then you got Monday at Utah. Then you got Sacramento coming up.
Mm-hmm.
The week of opening day baseball, which is next week, will be full of Rangers baseball and it's full of Maverick basketball, and of course the Stars as well. So if you living in if you living in Dallas, you're gonna be busy as far as like sports wise. Yeah.
Drake is in Iowa.
But go ahead with the schedule.
Drake is in Iowa. We've had it confirmed.
I was close. Iowa was close.
Drake is in Iowa.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. I'm trying. Let me see what. Come on, fellas. Let me see this thing. Okay.
You got it on the screen, Kendrick.
Yeah, well, I'm far and nearsighted, man. I got both things working. Okay, you got that road trip coming up at Utah. That's gotta be a dub. Then listen, you got 3 tough games at Sacramento on Tuesday. Then on next Friday at Sacramento. That Tuesday game will be on TNT Walk. The Sacramento game. That'll be a TNT game. And then NBA TV will have the next Sacramento game on Friday. And then Sunday on the 31st at Houston. That's gonna be a toughie, man. It's not gonna be an easy one like I thought it would be. Houston done won 6 straight now. They're making a push for that 10 spot, maybe 9. So after the Utah, it gets a little tougher. And then at Golden State, they're on their last leg. They're a desperate team. So these next 4 games coming up, it's gonna be real tough, man. It's gonna be real tough after this next Utah game. So if Mavs talking about 4 seed, you got to win these games.
So much money. All I see is dubs in the dubs like the bean blue.
Man, you're really a Maverick fan. You're really a Maverick fan.
Pierre is definitely he lives in Cleveland.
Yeah, wait, hold on. Come on, Pierre. Pierre, you live the Cavs doing good, man. God dog. I mean, ever since LeBron left, I ain't studying no joke.
And he's the greatest Dwight Powell fan you'll ever meet in your life.
Come on, the Cavs pushing for the 2 seed. You on the Mavs bandwagon? Come on, man. LeBron leaving wasn't that bad. He left twice. I mean, good grief. Well, anyway.
All right, Ken, let's cue you up real quick and give some scores.
Okay, let's get some scores. It was a 7-game tick around the association. Let's get with the finals. The Pelicans lost to the Orlando Magic. Orlando Magic helping us out. 121-106. Brandon Ingram injured in that game. Don't know the status of his availability, but it was bad. He had a bit of help off the court. So yeah, that was the breaks. No pun intended. Also, the Kings had a very bad loss, losing to the Washington Wizards. How that happened? 109-102. The Houston Rockets, 6 in a row now, beat the Chicago Bulls 127-117. Milwaukee Bucks, after their loss to the Celtics last night, they rebound against the Brooklyn Nets 115-108. As we know, the Utah Jazz suck. And the Mavs took pleasure in doing that. Lobb County was in the building tonight, 113-97. The Denver Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets put Jalen Brunson and Knicks back in their place with a 113-100 win. And in progress, the Phoenix Suns are leading the Atlanta Hawks now 76-72. That game is on NBA TV if you have it. You can watch that on NBA TV midway through the third. As we go to tomorrow, look on tap for tomorrow. The Boston Celtics go to Detroit to face the Pistons. That's a dub. The OKC Thunder head to Toronto to the 6th to play the Raptors. Pelicans Heat. Probably won't be no Brandy. That's a chance for another loss right there. Come on, Heat. The Cleveland Cavaliers, Pierre's most hated team, face the Minnesota Timberwolves. That game will be on NBA TV. The Memphis Grizzlies play the San Antonio Spurs. The Pacers play the Golden State Warriors. The Clippers play the Portland Trail Blazers. And the Philadelphia 76ers take on the Los Angeles Lakers. That will be on the doubleheader nightcap on NBA TV. And as we know, on the Dallas Mavericks play the Utah Jazz. Next game is on Monday. That's a 8 p.m. 8:10 tennis tip. That will be on. Will that be on Bally's? Don't know. Maybe on Bally's or Channel 8. Don't know. Mavericks at Jazz, and that's your scores around the association. Brought to you by us. What's up, us?
I guess I'll fire the music. Why don't you go ahead and just update us on the what's the name too?
Wait, hang on, give me a second.
The tournament scores.
Oh, me the tournament scores?
Yeah. If you don't mind, sir. If you don't want it, I'll do it.
Okay, no problem. Ain't no problem. I didn't know I was doing that. You gotta let me know something. I'm sensitive, man. All right.
You said I'm half a season ticket holder at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself, sir, cheering for the Mavericks. You got the team winning over there. Okay. All right. The first round of the NCAA tournament tipped off today. The Michigan State Spartans beat the Mississippi State Bulldogs earlier today in a 9-8 matchup, 69-51. What's the name of this team? That beat BYU?
The skiing or something like that.
The skiing, 11 seed. Beat the BYU Cougars 71-67 in an 11-6 matchup. Akron lost to Creighton in a 3-14 matchup, 77-60. Arizona beat Long Beach State 2 versus 15, 85-65. Shams team, UNC, nothing but best, whooped up on Wagner in a 1 versus 16 matchup, 90-62. Illinois beat Morehead State 85-69 in a 3 versus 14 matchup. South Carolina, not the women's, but the men, because they caught that hot L to Oregon tonight. Tonight in an 11 versus 6 matchup, 87-73. Dayton in a 7 versus 10 matchup, beat Nevada 63-60. University of Texas, Hook'em, defeated Colorado State in a 7 versus 10 matchup, 56-44. In the shocker of the night, Calipari's last game, I hope so. Kentucky lost in the first round to Oakland in a 3 versus 14 matchup, and Kentucky was a 3, 80-76. Gonzaga beat McNeese State, 86-65 in a 5 versus 12. Iowa State, winners of the Big 12 tournament championship, continuing their winning ways, beating what is this? What team is this?
Where is it?
SD State. What team is this?
That's
it. Was not San. I don't think San Diego State got in.
That's not. It's
like Dickens, Fairfield.
It's not. Well, some Jackrabbit. They beat them 82-65 in a 2 versus 15. Well, it don't matter. They out anyway. Tennessee beat the brakes off of St. Peter's in a 2 versus 15 matchup, 83-79. In progress, NC State, the 11th seed, they were winners of the ACC tournament. They won 5 in a row, about to make it 6. They're leading Texas Tech, guns up, with no bullets in it.
More like guns down.
They're leading 70-56. That's
very unlike Texas.
That's
state of Texas.
That's 3:52 left to go in that. Late in the game, got a good one now.
That's South Dakota State that you were talking about.
South
SD.
Dakota. Okay. Late in the second half, got a good one out there. Washington State is pulled within 1 of Drake in a 7 versus 10.
Now it's even, Kendrick.
Now it's even.
Okay.
This went down to the wire.
Listen, man, I'm on Google. It works a little slow right there. Kansas is leading Stanford 75-62 with 9:15 left to go in the second half. On tap for tomorrow, in the early games, 8 versus 9. Northwestern faces Florida Atlantic in a
I got Northwestern.
That tip-off will start at 11:15.
San Diego State did make it. They won.
Colgate plays the Baylor Birds in a 3 versus 14 matchup. That'll tip off at 11:40.
It's Colgate number 3.
4 or 5. Depending on what Rich you want for your teeth, man. San Diego State in a 5 versus 12 matchup faces UAB. That tip off at 12:45. Western Kentucky. Kentucky the state say we got this one. They face Marquette in a 15 versus 2 matchup. That tip off at 1. Stetson versus the overall number 1 seed UConn Huskies in a 1 versus 16. That'll tip off at 1:45. Clemson 6 versus 11 matchup plays New Mexico State. That'll tip off at 2:10. Yale versus Auburn. Go Yale. I hate Charles Barkley's Auburn Tigers. That'll tip off at 3:15. Colorado plays Florida in a 7 versus 10 matchup. That'll tip off at 3:30. Nebraska faces Texas A&M in an 8 versus 9 matchup. That'll tip off at 5:50. Vermont takes on Tovash and Dookie in a 13 versus 4 matchup. That'll tip off at 6:10 tomorrow.
Come on, Bosh. I need to get in there.
And the
I need Dookie to win 2 games.
And the game I will be watching, I'm already got it set to be taped. We here, Grambling State University, first trip to the NCAA tournament.
Come on, man.
We here. God bless you, Eddie Roberts. I knew you looking down on us. 16 versus 1. Grambling State versus Purdue. Bring the band. We need you all up in there. That'd be a 6:25 tip off.
You act like this is Grambling versus Prairie View. Stop. This is not gonna be good for Grambling tomorrow.
Hey, if it's the battle of the bands, man, we win the whole thing. Also, the College of Charleston, 13 versus 4 matchup plays Alabama. That'll be at 6:35. Longwood faces the number 1 seed Houston Cougars. 1 versus 16. That'll be an 8:20 tip. James Madison faces Wisconsin. Walt's sneaky tournament team. In a 12 versus 5 matchup, they'll tip off at 8:40 tomorrow night. And we have a local team, TCU, in a 9 versus 8 matchup plays Utah State. They'll tip off at 8:55. And Grand Canyon, 12 seed versus 5 seed St. Mary's. A battle of Arizona and California. That'll tip off at 9:05. Who the hell cares about that? But hey. And that is your NCAA tournament. First round.
We're looking good so far. We only lost 1 game. We only lost oh no. I didn't know I didn't take Texas. I took Colorado State. Okay. So I lost 2 games today.
A quick little
Kentucky
and
Texas.
ahead.
Oh. I had Nevada. I thought I took Dayton. I got 2 brackets.
Man, you had Purdue.
I got Purdue winning all the way.
What? No, well that bracket about to get busted tomorrow. Ain't no Herman Munster ain't winning nothing. Herman Munster not winning nothing, man. He ain't winning nothing. Go Grambling! Go Grambling!
As you see here, right here, this is the important game right here. Wisconsin knocking out Duke to go on the next round, and I got Texas A&M putting Houston out. Houston, get them out of here. They're not going nowhere.
Oh man, come on, man. You can't. Come on, man. It's Houston, man. Come on.
Man,
You got Wisconsin. You got Wisconsin beating Duke.
Yeah, Houston ain't went nowhere since five slammer jammer, man. Stop.
What?
Oh, you talking about Clyde Drexler, Keem Olajuwon.
Clyde Drexler and Keem Olajuwon and all them.
You should not know Houston has been relevant the last since COVID.
Man,
that team has been good since COVID.
They don't lose.
So that's how they got all them players because of COVID.
I mean, plus it's Kelvin Sampson, and so if you followed college basketball like I have within the last 30 years, you know Kelvin Sampson will get his players the right way or the wrong way. That dude has been up and down Texas. That dude has been everywhere. Oklahoma. That dude's been in Arizona.
Hold on. Was he at Auburn? Was he the dude who took his shirt off after he won a game or something?
No, that's Bruce Pearl, ex-Tennessee coach.
Okay.
So Bruce Pearl is known for just taking his shirt off and then looking like he's about to jump into a pool and do a belly splash. Like that's Bruce Pearl. He looks like Dino Bravo. Y'all remember him?
Yeah.
Strong man Dino Bravo. That's Bruce Pearl.
Oh, strong man Dino Bravo. No, I don't know that.
Yeah.
That's always back in the 80s, 90s WWE when he's WWE.
What? Don't know who strong man Dino Bravo is?
Dino Bravo, man.
Oh, wow. If you look up Dino Bravo, he looks just like Bruce Pearl, dude. Same body type and everything.
Say your
we'll have a
prayers,
12-pack and then go wrestle.
Say your prayers.
We got 2 more interviews that just came in here. Let's see, where should we go? Daniel Gafford. We'll go Daniel Gafford. We'll go to Klein.
This one they had them. That's what had them superstar ice cream bars.
We'll go with the player president.
I'm talking about them things were good though, man. I'm ice cream. I'm WWE ice cream bar. They were good, man.
Shout out to Big Shot Ice Cream too.
Oh man, the WWE ice cream bar, WWF ice cream bars were good.
They were good, man.
All right, let's go to he's not only the client, he's the player president of Live County.
And light skin.
Can't believe you missed a shot tonight.
Huh? What?
I believe you missed a shot tonight.
Oh, man.
I mean, you had 10 out of 11. In the second half, just what were they doing on the inside?
Really just making the right reads. In all honesty, it was a lot of guys that was coming over to help when guys were getting downhill. That's my job, get guys downhill, set screens, just make sure that whenever, eyes are on me, just be in the right spot at the right time to catch a lob or get a dump off pass. Pretty much it, though.
Had 7 dunks in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
Do that or not?
No, I didn't. I think I lost count around like 4.
First career 25-5 game.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that?
Yes, they told me after the game, but I didn't know during. But no, I mean, I'm blessed to be in this position to be able to just make those plays and just come out and just have a good game. So, doing pretty good.
What's kind of the vibe when it's dunk after dunk after dunk and you're seeing different guys, like type of finishes?
I mean, it's just contagious. It brings energy into the building. You get the crowd into it. And at the end of the day, it just kind of like feeds into the offensive side. And then we get stops on the other end, too. So that just pretty much puts more fuel to the fire. So we just come out and we just kind of keep doing the same thing that we, do over and over again. And we just can't get bored with it. Having fun with the game. That's the main thing.
I asked Derrick this, but points in the paint. You guys really did a great job of that tonight. I feel like you set the tone for that.
Mm-hmm.
Impact you guys moving forward into the playoffs in such a 3-point heavy shooting league?
In all honesty, just kind of like keep doing what we're doing at the end of the day. Just a lot of teams that really, I would say, focus on like paint points for sure. There's a lot of teams that focus on defense in the paint too. So it's just like we have to know our personnel and we just kind of have to really just stick to our game plan whenever we go against the teams that are bad at paint defense and going against the teams that are good at paint defense. So at the end of the day, we just have to, I would say, pay attention to details when it comes to just like those teams and the differences on just like what gets thrown at us defensively on a night-to-night basis.
I know you've only been here for over a month, but you and Derek Lively, y'all have both came off the bench, y'all have both started. What does your relationship look like with D-Live on and off the court, and what has it been like working with him every day?
On and off the court, I mean, it's just like I got a little brother that's taller than me, in all honesty. His energy coming towards the game, his mentality, his maturity is like for sure, like the sky's the limit for him. And I see it on a day-to-day basis. He really just locked in with just like how he wants to progress in this league, and he just stays, positive at the end of the day. So, I kind of take notes from what he's doing for sure with a team that, he got drafted to. He's just taking it one day at a time, I see.
Okay, it was 18 total dunks. Mm-hmm. As a person that had most of them, how do you assess not only the court vision of your teammates, but the chemistry between you guys?
I mean, it's great because, the chemistry is more built off the court, I would say, and we've gotten to a point to where it's, more and more time that we've spent together and we've figured out just ways to get the things that we want on the floor on a night-to-night basis. So it's just that more of just like that repetition of us working together. And just like I said, I always piggyback off this, having fun with the game. Once we have fun with the game, it's just like it's contagious. It goes around the team. Everybody's happy. Everybody's positive. It may be some frustration here and there, but we get through that as a team for sure.
You don't play another game until Monday. How do you take advantage of all this off time?
Oh, man. For sure, get rest, take care of the body. And then, just really just, of course, we're going to, I would say, fix a lot of stuff that maybe we're kind of lacked in tonight, defensively, offensively, whatever. But for sure, just getting rest, taking care of our body, taking care of our mental, and just getting ready for the next one and not just getting too, I would say, comfortable with having days in between.
You're going to reach out to any of your Wizards teammates and thank them for the gift they gave you tonight?
Probably not, but for sure, I tip my hat to those guys because, they play hard at the end of the day. And I'm pretty sure that was a rough game that they had to play tonight against Sacramento. So I tip my hat to them.
Daniel, this team is 9-1 with you in the starting lineup. How has your connection grown with guys like Luka and Kyrie since you arrived?
It's good because, just when my first maybe like week or two here, I just picked their brain and just kind of like figured out things that I need to do just whenever I'm sharing the floor with those guys at the end of the day and just like all the other guys that are on the floor with them too, just where I need to be, my position, how I'm setting screens, what are the tendencies of both of them. Like, Luka, he likes screens being set, kind of likes to play off the ball a lot. So it's just, knowing those things really helped me be able to kind of figure out ways to just kind of like elevate our offense on the floor when I'm sharing the floor with them.
Daniel, you touched on D-Lab kind of being your little brother a little bit. Off the top of your head, do you remember anything that he's came for you for advice or asked for tips on?
Oh, like literally the first thing he told me was just like the stuff with Luka. In all honesty, he was just like, yeah, it's going to be a lot of late passes. It's going to be a lot of lobs. Just make sure you set the screen and roll. And that was pretty much it. I was like, yeah, I pretty much know everything that you said because I played against him most of the time. And I was in the position to where it's like I got to be in a position to make sure he doesn't come off, go crazy on the screens, and then throw lobs behind me too. So, he told me some stuff that I already knew. But at the end of the day, I took it. And I was like, that's great because a guy his age, knowing just to be able to come out and just kind of, give tips to guys that are new to the team, something that shows a lot of maturity in a young guy like him.
As mentioned, you had most of the dunks tonight, but Kyrie Irving had a pretty nice dunk himself. Can you kind of give a reaction to that?
I didn't think he had it in him. In all honesty, he was a high lob. I was like, oh snap, I thought he was going to give a two-hand. He gave us a one-hand. It was dope though because just seeing how it just played out, I was like, yeah, we're going to get something crazy out of these two, and they gave us something crazy for sure.
Boy, winning sure does cure everything, don't it? Boy, a lot of smiles, laughing, and everything. Wasn't that way a couple weeks ago?
I told y'all the other day that Daniel Gafford is pretty much the NBA version of Dr. Hibbert on The Simpsons. All he does is laugh, bro. It should be Daniel Lafford.
Okay.
Daniel Lafford, bro. That should be his name.
Yeah, man, we don't talk about don't like light skin, brother.
a light skin dude that just laughs all the time, but would still give me that kind of performance night in, night out. I mean, I'm good with it. But
man,
dude, in the press conference, at least don't laugh 15 times.
Listen, Danny Gafford is a cool country dude, man. He was a cool country dude.
I'm sure he'll grab a rattlesnake and rip his head off with his bare hands. He may laugh doing it.
Listen, Danny Gafford look like the kind of dude man you can play dominoes with and don't get mad if he catch you cheating.
We got another game here. Samford has came back on Kansas, scored 78-81.
Quick. Can somebody tell me where Sanford is located? I know where it is.
I don't know if Sanford know where they located. So, man, we just somewhere. We somewhere on this earth.
Sanford is in Alabama. We used to play them when I was back in my UTA days. Pretty little school though. But back to Daniel Lafford. I'm glad he's a Maverick though. I appreciate that part. I love that he plays above the rim. The Mavericks do need that. I hope that one time he catches a lob and he's laughing during it.
So disrespectful. All right, we got Kyrie Irving, the man of the hour, joining us here.
No, he's not. No, he's not. He wasn't the man. That was Daniel Gafford. He was the guy doing all his dunks tonight. That wasn't it. I know you the fan. I know you the president of Kyrie Irving fan club. But let's stop. Let's stop.
I was wondering if you
Kyrie Irving's not the man of the hour. He only had 16 points. Somebody need to get that man a cheeseburger. He's probably tired.
He doesn't. He's vegan, sir. He can't eat that. But here he is, right here.
There's such thing as vegan cheeseburgers. Vegan cheese. They vegan anything now.
My God.
Tony, you feel like Benjamin Button. How does it?
I'm glad he threw it, man. That's the trust. It's the trust of our team. Some of my teammates were laughing at me a few weeks ago when I told them to throw me a lob, but guess who's laughing now? No, it feels good though, man. It's good stuff.
Kyrie, I asked this to Daniel and Derrick, but what do you think the role of points to the paint can do for your team moving forward heading into the playoffs?
I think it's vital for us to continue to attack the paint, test teams at the rim. It's most efficient shot in basketball, as close as you can get, 15 feet and below, and just want to continue to have that mentality to attack other teams, and if they're not going to stop us, then keep going. So I think it can help us tremendously as we get ready for playoffs.
Describe what you guys got out of Gafford tonight. I know he had 7 dunks in the second half.
Yeah, no, he was being himself and being a presence, kind of on that backside when Kessler was stepping up and trying to block a lot of shots. So he got rewarded for our penetration, going down in the lane and just throwing it up there to him. It's a true luxury that I don't take for granted, having a big like that and also D-Live and have lob threats like that where anytime you get stagnant in the paint, you could just throw it around the rim to go get it.
Or is this a 5-game road trip coming up, considering what's at stake?
I mean, every game's important, man. It's been that way for the last few weeks, so nothing's really changed on that end.
Kyrie, now that you've been here for over a year, I was curious, what have you thought of the city of Dallas as a whole and how its people have embraced you so far?
I mean, I think it's a little bit deeper than just being embraced by the Dallas community. It's for me, it's just getting adjusted here and getting established as one of the community leaders, while also, not trying to do too much. I have my own beliefs and views, and I think being here in Dallas, I've been accepted, way beyond just my talent on the court. I think it's for what I represent in the broader world and how I try to make impact and try to help a lot of different walks of life and stand on things that a lot of people wouldn't stand on. So I think that's the genuine connection I have here. And I think the fans relish in that, just being able to sometimes get to touch me when I'm going out there just to warm up or, during my shoe launch or just different things that we do within the Mavericks, philanthropic arm too. I think we do a good job of just making sure that the community feels us. They know that we're here and, they also know what we're doing off the court. So I try to have a balance of all of those things. And when I see people in public, I make sure that they know that I'm a human being first. And please don't approach me with all the extra fandom and stuff like that, because that could make me feel uncomfortable if I'm just trying to pump gas. So you guys know exactly what I'm saying. Just I don't mind the fandom. It's just sometimes I just want to be treated like a regular human being. I don't say sometimes I want to be treated like a human being, and just how are you, how you doing, and a handshake and a picture goes a long way. I try to remember everybody's names. I introduce myself, and the little things like that make a lasting impact. So that's what I try to do here.
Describe what happened on the play when Luka dove at midcourt and threw it over his shoulder to you, and you lobbed it up to DJ.
Yeah, it's a great play, man. Great play. That's when we're rolling, we're feeling good. When we do kind of those selfless plays on the fly, and we're trying to create some momentum for ourselves. Tonight we had a few minutes where we threw the ball around, and they got some open shots, and they were feeling good about themselves. And then you can see that we turned it back up a little bit more, got some defensive stops, and when our one of our star players is on the floor, then everybody's got to get on the floor, and that's just what it is. That's the example that we set and we follow, and I think it just sets the tone for the rest of the team on what we have to do in order to win ball games. So if he's on the floor, we all got to get on the floor.
I know I ask you this all the time about being a leader, but how does it feel to be able to translate that onto the court like you guys did tonight?
It feels great. And it's something that we don't take for granted because it's taking time to build, and we've had to be patient. We've had to build through adversity and also some of our failures. And I think that's been the beautiful aspect of it, is just through our struggles. We've been able to come out on the other side and see some glimmer of light and turn it into wins. We were sitting here 2 weeks ago, and we had lost 4 out of our last 5, and we were just going back and forth within the locker room on how we can get on the same page and get aligned and stay aligned and build that consistency. And I feel like we're figuring that out still, but we're putting game to game, quarter to quarter together, and it's turned out for a good sight, man, for the fans, for us. And you can tell when the excitement is in the arena, whether we're on the road and especially at the AAC, man. It's since that game winner, man, I could feel it's pulsing in here. It feels like a special year. So
gave you guys 18 dunks tonight.
I mean, hey, man, and momentum, man. Momentum can carry you a long way. So thanks, guys.
Kendrick, we talked about this on Sunday when we were at Twisted Bar and Grill at halftime, and I told you that Kyrie Irving here in Dallas is finally getting the love and respect that he has been wanting and looking for since he left Cleveland. And you can tell with the smile on his face here. He loves.
We know because you giving we know you giving them most of that love. So if the city of Dallas don't do, we know Walt Chisholm He'll definitely throw that love out, man. Love is in the air.
I mean, he's a role model. He's a role model. He's somebody we can be proud of.
I don't think Jewish people on Amazon don't think that way.
Okay, we don't need to go there. We need to go there.
What people oh, go ahead.
I say anybody that's that's doing the brackets. I know my guy Walt Tobias doing that. I'm pretty sure your bracket has been busted, especially in the South region, as we're gonna have on Saturday NC State at 11 seed taking on Oakland, a 14th seed. NC State defeating Texas Tech, and of course Oakland defeating the Kentucky-less John Calipari, because he will be fired.
Only a dumbass like EA took Texas Tech to go all the way.
Defeat the Kentucky Wildcats today. So
only dumb person to take Texas Tech to go all the way would be EA. It
will be NC State versus Oakland, 11 versus 14 for the right to go to the Sweet 16.
One thing about NC State, I follow the ACC like it's porn, so I know a little bit about it. NC State is a real they are a real underranked team. They should have been higher than an 11 seed. North Carolina should be worried if the chance came where they faced each other. North Carolina State. They have some bigs and they have great guard play. They're scrappy. They like to shoot the ball, but they will kick your ass down low. I think North Carolina is a little bit soft when it comes to down low play. The big boy Baycott always said that look at me, the ACC runs through me. I still remember those quotes that he made when it came to playing Duke and teams like that. But he didn't say that. He didn't say that about playing against NC State in the ACC championship tournament. So you got something to answer to when it comes to the ACC and that team called the Wolfpack out of North Carolina State. And I think they will go a long way. It's not just winning today, but I think they are an Elite Eight, maybe a possible 14.
Well, did you I thought you had a Kyrie point. Did you have a point about Kyrie you were getting ready to get to?
I do. Well, Kendrick or me?
You.
No, it's Kyrie, so let Walt just take this.
No, I thought somebody had a point about Kyrie you wanted.
I do have one. So as Dallas Maverick fans, like the Maverick fans are not really big into just watching the whole NBA as a whole. And, they judged Kyrie on the surface. You always hear, is the world still flat type shit that you hear from, fair weather Maverick fans or whatever you want to call them. Kyrie, like he just told y'all in that last interview, don't approach me at the gas station talking bullshit. Like, just come up to me, say you love my game, say, hey, how's the weather? How's the city? And then let's take a picture and keep it moving. He wants to be treated like a regular person. I get it. Yes, he's a superstar. He has about $200 million in his account. And he's great with a basketball in his hand. But at the same time, like, that dude just loves playing in that area. In that area known as Dallas and Arlington, he just loves playing down there. And so we must embrace him when he's, out and about in the streets at Babe's Chicken or Popeyes or wherever you want to call it. Just treat him like a normal human being. And when he's on the court, treat him like Luka. I mean, that's the reason why Dirk Nowitzki stayed here so long. It's because people in Dallas know how to treat their know how to treat the Mavericks players. We don't attack them. I mean, we don't show that enthusiasm in the AAC either. But we don't attack them when it's time for off-the-court shenanigans. And so kudos to MFFLs for even like stepping up and acknowledging that a Dennis Rodman type talent and a Dennis Rodman type personality can actually come to Dallas and settle down and just enjoy playing here with Luka Doncic.
Right. No, you making an excellent point. Because I remember when Remember before he got here, it was don't bring him here. We don't want him. Don't bring him here. But I told you, when I got back from the Super Bowl, and because he won that game against the Clippers on the road, when I got back from the Super Bowl and he came back, we came back the same night. I remember Kyrie coming into the arena with a standing ovation.
Mm-hmm.
From the Mavs crowd.
I couldn't believe that. I couldn't believe that they actually traded for him. I looked at my phone. I was like, "Babe, they traded for Kyrie," and it wasn't a joke. And so I was like,
me and the playmaker Mike Irving was getting on the plane at the same time, and I told him, "We got Kyrie." No, we didn't.
Kyrie, yeah.
We got Kyrie.
We got Kyrie. Boy, little white woman right there.
But yeah, man. I mean, like he's not like any other player that I've ever seen in basketball, dude, or just in sports in general. I mean, Dennis Rodman had his own thing, like his own hang-ups and his own situations, and yet he was a Dallas Maverick. Mark Cuban, nobody's seen him as an owner. He was a first-time type renegade, type tycoon, type crazy-ass owner, just like Croce up in Philadelphia during the Iverson days. And we welcomed him until they stopped winning. We're used to weird people and just people. When I say weird,
they got the 25% jump change.
Oh man,
man,
got 25%. You just yanking on them now all of a sudden, man. When they had 100%, you say, "Oh no, don't say that." Now you got 25%. Now you just letting the dogs go.
You got your little jump change 25%.
Weird is not a term though for Kyrie. And I think that he retires here. I hope him and Luka hoop for the next 10 years down the line. Maybe Kyrie will be about 39, 40 years old. So like give him 5 to 6 years here in Dallas, and maybe Luka and Kyrie gets a statue together.
Man, you know what? Before we end this, real quick, Kendrick, you got a point. I'm hurt by Mark Cuban, man. I can't believe Mark Cuban sold the Mavs, man. I just can't believe it. That's what I'm hurt by.
You've been yanking on him for the last 2 months, man.
Mark Cuban hurt my feelings, man. He should have. When me and him were sitting down in the arena talking.
Yeah, you know it, man. You know it.
When me and him were sitting down in the arena talking, he should have gave you boy a heads up and say, "Hey, man, I'm about to sell the team."
Yeah, man. You say he gonna miss them tight fajita meat you was giving at that draft, man. them tight fajita steak skirt meat he's getting out, man. Make you break.
Are y'all watching this Sanford, Kansas?
No, I haven't said what's the score now?
It's 8. All right, so they just went to commercial, but it's 88-84 Kansas with a $1:18 left in the second half.
Oh, that's doable.
Kendrick.
Yeah.
Kendrick.
Yeah.
Steak meat is kind of tough.
That steak was tough, man. That steak was tough. I wasn't saying nothing, but I bit into my. It had a little pull to it, man. It wasn't like breaking. It had a little pull, man. You had to.
Hey, I did have to actually chew it 32 times to
like Lucci said.
There's a pull to it, man. I almost got choked one time. I ain't chewing too much.
Well, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We won't be there. We won't be there this year. We won't be there this year.
Oh man, well, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, Bart. We were talking too bad about you. Threw us out. First time, only time. I'm sorry, Walt. I got you thrown out of the train.
Kendrick comes walking into the Mavs practice and Mark Cuban comes to the door to let Kendrick in, and Kendrick just walked right past Mark Cuban. Didn't even show him no love or nothing.
I showed no love. I was right by him, man.
Did you know it was him?
Hey, yeah, I knew it was a little man. A little man.
He just walked right by him.
Hey, Tovash, I ain't never little man a billionaire before. I want to see what it was like, the little man a billionaire.
Mark Cuban came out personally to see Kendrick come walking in the building.
Oh, Tovash, if I spoke to him, he probably threw me out the building right there. I think he's bringing me in to throw me out right there if I had to say something to him. So
he waited on you. He waited on you. All right, man. So we got 3 days off. My God, what a blessing. We'll sit back and watch the tournament all 3 days. But yeah, we'll be back on Monday when the Mavs take on the Jazz. Vosh, will you be back in the States? Will you be back in the city by then?
I'll be back in the city. However, I'll be at the Globe Life, home of the World Series champion Rangers.
On Monday?
Working the game on Monday. It's an exhibition game against the I think it's against the Sox or the Chicago Cubs, but I will be there on Monday night.
Okay. Well, all right, man. We'll be back Monday. Until then, keep your feet on the ground. Keep reaching for the stars. Always do his best for business. If we don't see you around, then we will see you around Monday night when the Mavs take on the Utah Jazz again.
Yeah. You guys make sure you marinate your steaks, man. Make sure them ribs is right. So you just can't throw some junk